Sugar come to help mix cement. As soon as I got open the bag of cement, she come around the corner. So, you gonna help me mix it, or just gonna watch? Say, no, I just want to irritate you, so you stop eating every 5 minutes. Good evening. How's everybody today? Hope you're all doing well. What's happening here in paradise? Well, I got a little bit of news. First thing, I got 3 things I want to talk to you about, okay? First one, yesterday I was come outside to feed the birds in the morning, and I opened the door and I heard this do-do-do-do-do-do. I was like, what is that? And I could see a monitor lizard ran, but it ran so fast I couldn't see what he was doing. So I went back and looked at the security camera, and I seen where he came from and what he was doing. So I took a little video from my phone of a video on the screen. It's not great, but you can see the monitor lizard watching the birds. He's about middle size, so actually about a third size, male or female, I don't know if it's a male, it's about third size, and females can get pretty big too, but not quite as big as the males. Anyway, second thing I wanted to talk to you about is, I did some work this morning, and of course I had to work. The idea was to come out here and work in the shade, but because where I was working, there was no breeze neither. Oh, I tell you what, I about melted. My eyes were sore, I couldn't hardly see, and I was just fixing the path around the workshop because it's sunk into the mud and then cracked up, so I wanted to fix it to keep the water from running everywhere. So the plan is to board this up at that end, mix up the bag of cement I have, fix all the cracks, get all the loose stuff out, fix all the cracks, and then block this so the water can't get into the garden back here. Just raise it up so it can't get in and spill into there and fill all that up. I mean, it literally fills it up when it rains hard. So when it's all done, it'll flow off this way and down the hill like it's supposed to, and into the river. Sugar come to help mix cement. You gonna help me mix cement? Huh? You gonna help me mix cement? So this is the cement at the end of the day, drying out now. It's a bit wet when I put it down this morning, so it's cracked a little bit, but it doesn't matter. I don't mind it cracking. And you can see one of the birds walked in it, see his footprint. So the idea now is, if it does rain, it'll come around the corner, this will catch it, it'll hold it, and any excess will run down the river until I can cement the whole thing back in. But you see what I had to do to get it to raise up? I wanted to bring it all the way up to here, and the idea is to go all the way back down so it runs naturally down to the river. So I got to buy some more stone. I got some. I guess I can clean it up. Just blow it each time it's got a lot of leaves and stuff in it, so I can use that to mix some cement. I hope I have enough in it, but I'll have to buy some more for my next projects over here probably. No big deal. It's not expensive. The last thing I wanted to talk to you about is, you know, I promised the other day I would stop talking about the bug, the mask, and all that sort of stuff. But all that to one side, I just wanted to say this. I don't want to be a fearmonger. I don't want to keep talking about this stuff, but I need to say this to you guys, because if I didn't say it and what I'm saying comes true, and I believe it will eventually come true, if you just watch everything, I want to have at least have said, be ready, be prepared, okay? So you know, when I lived in Germany before the wall come down, and I went to Auschwitz, and I lived near Bergen-Belsen concentration camps. And you know, I've been to the Bergen-Belsen one a few times because it was close, and I took people who come to visit, and I took them there. But I went to the one in Munich, Auschwitz, I believe, or is it, I forget. Anyway, the one in Munich, the big one near Munich. So I went in there and I'm looking around, and I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. It made me feel ill, you know, the way they tortured them. But here's the thing, the way my brain works. How did they get there in the first place? Well, they knew, the Jews knew they were being treated bad, and each city. So some people, I mean, I used to read books about it. Some people actually left and went to America before, you know, the poo hit the fan, right? And they went other places and left, got away, went all over the place, right? But got out of Europe. So I'm thinking, well, guess what? What I see happening now, I just watched today on I was waiting, I bought something, I was waiting for it to be boxed up. So I sat in my truck waiting in the AC, and now I was just thinking, you know, about it, and I happened to turn a video on, and what does it talk about? It talks about how the food is getting short in America. They said, due to food shortages and money shortages, 1 family in 4 are having to queue up and they're not getting enough food. People are saying their children are going to sleep hungry. And the presenter actually said, can you imagine this? In what was the richest country in the world that has everything and can't feed their own children. I didn't say this, is what it said on the, people are lining up outside of stores to get food, and you know, that soon will become the norm. So, you know, watch what's happening. You know, we're talking about apps to track you. There's all kinds of stuff going on. But, and I'm thinking, you know, there's a big, and I actually watched a guy talk about this the other day, the parallels between what the Germans in the Second World War did to the Jews and to what's happening today. Enough said. Don't need to say no more. You can call me crazy, but before you call me crazy, research please. Research please. I don't care if you call me crazy or not. All I've done is pass the message. Don't shoot the messenger. But, you know, if you're not ready, I pass the message. If you are ready and you're thinking, then good. Okay? So that's it. Have a great weekend. Buckets of blessings, rivers of peace, joy, and kindness.